What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be playing some Kragatha. It's Agatha with Kraglin. This is something I've been working on a little bit recently. I think it has a lot of potential. I think Kraglin is a pretty underrated card, to be honest. I like that when you play him on 5, you can do 4+4 on 6. And one of the best 4s in the game that I've found has been Ghost Rider. And so Kraglin plus discard packages seems like it has a lot of potential. I think the real thing might be like a Black Knight list, but I don't have as much experience building those. So just a theory test, I've been running, it's like an Agatha Hella deck. We lost our Corvus, but it's fine. We're hoping for the red shift. We have enough draws to get it, which is actually kind of nice. Assuming we don't just literally draw it on 6. Gambit's gonna blow up Merlin. We'll snap next turn depending on what the where the Agatha plays the card. Ooh. Okay, very cool, Agatha. Obviously, this is it is still an Agatha deck, so we are pretty reliant on draw. What I usually do is I snap every time I get Redshift on 2, sometimes with Corvus on 3, and then never otherwise. I'll stay the games until the opponent snaps, but you just need to try to win on cube right. Here we're going to unfortunately not have a we're not going to be able to get the Iron Lad to hit anything. That said, this is an Iron Lad Gore. I'm wondering how they win right. I think they have to pick up their horde and then play cards left, which is at 50-50. So we just hope Agatha plays herself middle, and then I think we're good. 'Cause that's a big Gore. Big lad. Yep, there's the giant man. I don't know. I guess, yeah, he might try to pick up the horde. So Agatha middle, we win. Nice. I'm pretty comfortable here. It's obviously Grandmaster Absorbing Man is the thing we're scared of. It would have to be Absorbing Man Grandmaster. I'll snap it. I know I said we don't snap here, but yeah, we could scare him off. Alright. Just because I'm a little bit concerned he can somehow pull some shenanigans. Because that middle lane is very losable. Yeah, I don't know. When Kraglin released, I didn't get him immediately. I've only just picked him up a week or two ago. And I mean, I think he's probably underrated. 3-3 is kind of and I don't love the fact that he can low roll half the time and just be a 3-7. But with Iron Lad even, there's a cool interaction where you just play Iron Lad. If it hits Kraglin, you just played a 4-11 deck thinner. It's like, that's not bad at all. And because we also have the Agatha thinning the deck, we're able to get almost all the way down to the bottom. Obviously still not getting the best draw here. Kraglin could bail us out, but it's not very likely. It's more likely to just hit a discard card, which kind of sucks, but we'll see. We play it for draw, obviously. Okay, we have the energy. We're not going to be able to do anything unless we top deck Redshift. Alright, we're redshifting a Jubilee, which is honestly fine. I'm a little bit concerned that they're going to be doing Tribunal stuff, which I might not be able to outpoint. Especially if they have Super Scroll. Oh, it's Sarah shenanigans? There's a good chance we can actually outpoint Sarah. Hmm. That's a Jubilee, which is gonna pull either Corvus or Gambit. I love the fact that they're on the bottom of the deck. That's super helpful. I think we're good with, the only issue is Foam is kind of tiny. Like, I'd be embarrassed if I was the size of that Foam. I think we're gonna go with this, and then we're gonna go with Gore into, Gambit Ghost Rider. And the Gambit Ghost Rider has a 50% chance to not pull 1 power. Although maybe we Gambit this turn to hit the Sarah. Nope, didn't draw it. We would have to do that. I don't hate this. It's a Gambit proc. It's 1 in 5 to be really, really good. 1 in 5 to be okay. And then 3 in 5 to really suck. The alternative is we just play like a Gore or even just like a... Maybe it's just Hella here. But I'd rather just have the controlled... Actually, no, I think it is Hella. This gives us the guaranteed Gambit proc. It always hits Sarah, right? It would be so cool. No, I missed. Obviously, we don't have any, like, tech option here. Yeah, that's what I was scared of. So we're getting tribunaled. We need to leave. Not much we could do in that matchup. We need to rely on that Gambit, and it was all the way at the bottom, so we couldn't... Yeah. Tricky one. That's okay, though. Just 1 cube. Yeah, I don't think this is an optimal 12, to be honest. And I will be I'm excited to try to, like, optimize it. But I think it's close. I do. I think it's actually a legitimate deck. It struggles from the Hella problem of her putting things in the wrong place. And it doesn't have a lot of options to spread out your cards. We do have the redshift, so we're going to snap instantly. Another thing is I've cut Odin. Usually I would run Odin in the Gore slot, but I just found he wasn't doing that much. So he's out. And Agatha versions, usually what you want to do is go more into points, because you can't really rely on Agatha playing your tech card for you. Like, Agatha's not very good at playing a Super Giant or a Cosmic Ghost Rider. So you almost want to lean further into the I'm taller than you angle. That's what I've found, at least. Gambit middle. I'm gambiting now just because I want to be able to potentially get the raft. I don't think they're going to fill this turn. I think they're going to play 2 cards. Oh, okay. There goes Gore, which is totally fine. I almost wish I held it. I know I'm going to be able to win that lane, so I'm going to play Jubilee middle, and then my goal is to win left and right. I can win right pretty easily with just like Iron Man, but I don't know about the rest. It depends on how good this raft card is. I can also buff middle by like realistically 2. Yeah, that's what I was a little bit afraid of. We do get the free Thanos though. Maybe I can convince them to commit to this left lane. The other option is just this, which I honestly don't hate. Is that a Scarlet Spider? Okay. We didn't discard Iron Man, but we got rid of our foam. This isn't good. Not good at all. Realistically, we're just cooked. Does the Hella points matter? So he played 2 cards on turn 2, turn 4, turn 5, and now turn 6. So this is going to be plus 12. He's going to be up by 13. We need to just run. Yep, not quite able to win that one. The early gambit makes me almost wonder if we do want Odin. Because being able to re-trigger an Odin there is really important in that specific matchup. I'm going to try him out again. We'll switch the deck up, see how it goes. That's in the Gore slot. There's a couple things I don't love about Gore, but we'll see how it goes. The other slot I've been messing around with is Jubilee. I found Juggernaut was not actually bad at all, but a lot of the time he's just not soloing his lane because the opponent fills. So I cut Jug for now, just to go back to Jug to get the full self mill all the way down to the final card. Which is good. We've got a decent number of good lad hits, some decent points in the deck. One thing that is a little weird is with having another 6 is Redshift summons a third 6, and having so many 6s can make the Hela a little bit inconsistent. Odin's in deck, and I kind of want a Jubilee middle next turn. So we're just going to put this here. We'll put it left to get Prio. See if it matters. That's fine, we still have Lad. I'm hoping to top deck Gambit. That's Odin, that's completely fine. A lot of these hits are very good. Ghost Rider's fine, although to be honest, if I pull the Blob, I'm pretty upset. And Kraglin is fine. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Iron Man is obviously incredible. Gambit is good. Lots of good stuff happening here. Ghost Rider, don't pull Blob. Jubilee, okay. And then it pulls the Ghost Rider. We don't win the lane, but we have a Gambit later. I mean, we do, but he's going to Strife something. We're going with the... If we do the Hela play, we won't be able to Gambit next turn because Blob is... There's a 50% chance it eats our Gambit. But I think that's fine. I think it's worth it. Because we're also guaranteed to be able to do the Odin line, which I think will just be enough points. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but it's fine. I wonder what the Strife's gonna copy. Is it Foom? Of course it is. That's okay though, look at this revival. We're getting a 7, a 6, and a 5, and the 5's Iron Man. Obviously we're hoping literally anything goes left. It might not even need to, but that's what we're hoping for. There we go. Thanks, Agatha. That should be enough points on the left, I would assume. Yeah, absolutely. Red Skull, not quite enough. Hey! Cool match. Able to pull it out even though we got blobbed turn 5. And the entire graveyard was dumped, which is convenient. I'm glad I had the Odin for that specific match. Over the Gore, of course. Yeah, I think... I don't know. Kraglin doesn't feel like it's the actual problem with the deck, which I think is interesting. Obviously, I don't think we've had an opportunity to play him yet because we just haven't had him drawn. With Kraglin, you want to play him late, obviously. Preferably turn 4 or turn 5, because it lets you have 7 energy on 5, so you can do 3 plus 4. or I guess 5+2. Or on turn 6 you can do 4+4 or 5+3, which that combination is very strong. Because you're able to run like a Gambit with an Iron Man, or like a Kraglin with an Iron Man, an Iron Lad with a Ghost Rider, Jubilee with Ghost Rider. Lots of good stuff. Jubilee with Iron Lad on the final turn lets you mill all the way down and get every single card in there. Do we crag early? Cragging early here is good because it lets us fill the raft sooner. Plus, we have Dream Dimension. And if it hits our discard card, it's not the end of the world. So yes, I think we are going to crag here. Every time I crag early, I regret it, but I think this is one where it's going to be okay. Especially since he just played the card Nakia. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Jubilee's really good middle. I think I'm just gonna Ghost Rider middle though, and then Iron Man. Or actually, I guess Jubilee middle. Yeah, Jubilee's ridiculous actually. Jubilee is just good pulls. Odin is the low roll. Actually, that into Odin wouldn't be ideal, but it's foam. We're good. There's the foam. We're gonna go like this. We'll put it over here. Just to split our points up. We have Odin in deck, so we can either play Odin middle, or we can play foam middle, or we could really do whatever we want here. Iron Man middle is a play. Now the only thing I'm really scared of is a Scarlet Witch turning off middle. So one thing we could do is just play as many points as possible. This is guaranteed to get the Sasquatch and the Agatha. Or we can just like, I mean, seems like a pretty obvious play. We could just not play around the Scarlet Witch. Their rank isn't that high, so I don't think they've been cheesing people. Foam is more points than Iron Man, I believe, because it's going to be 21. It's actually not. Iron Man's more points, but it's also more prone to Shang. So we'll just do this. Let's see. What are we doing? If it's a Scarlet Witch, we win. There's the Shang. That's fine. All under control. Even if it hit the foam instead of the Iron Lad, we win middle by 1 and left by 4. Sweet. Beat the low collection level player. That was playing Season Pass on reveal. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I haven't been had as many opportunities to record recently, but I think as soon as I get the chance, I saw a comment. Someone said we should put or I should put out a what to do in like low roll situations video, which I think is interesting. I actually am going to try, but I just find I don't know. I think it's the kind of video you would need to edit a lot. And I just don't, I don't have that skill yet. I could learn it, and I don't think it would be much of a problem. But I'm also very lazy, and I could be playing Marvel Snap. So there's the counterpoint. Or like I could be playing Spelunky 2, or I could be sleeping, or being at work. I don't know. But it's something I would love to try to do. Even if it's just I record and then like cut Corvus from the list, or I cut Hela, maybe. Maybe I do a video where I play the Hela deck without Hela and just show the lines you can use to win without her. The only issue is Hela offers redundancy for the Ghost Rider, so we'd be like super nerfed. Because then if we discard Ghost Rider, we're extra screwed. Good discards. Low-key snappable. This looks like an Aurora deck, which is fine. We just Jubilee here. Jubilee gives us the actual deck thin as opposed to Kraglin and Iron Lad, which don't really deck thin. They do slightly different things. But this is actually pulling a card out of our deck, so that's why we played it. It's hella nice. We have the Odin, but we don't really have a good place to put it. That said, if we discard our foam... Ooh, interesting. I think Kraglin cooks here. Let me just think about it. Oh, no, it doesn't. So what our play is going to be is just Odin left. And then next turn, if I draw Ghost Rider, I can do Redshift Ghost Rider. And if I don't draw Ghost Rider, I can just do... Oh, but that moves the Drax. I don't think I want to do that. Interesting. Okay, so I guess I can Redshift now instead. And then next turn I can play Kraglin plus Iron Lad. And this way we don't move the Drax. So we're going to go Redshift left to go in the Iron Man lane. And then... How do we want to distribute points? I think it is just Iron Lad left. I mean, Redshift left. If we get a Scar off this foam, it's going to be playable, which is actually kind of exciting. We could play Scar plus Ghost Rider next turn, which is kind of disgusting. Okay, that's fine. It was a little bit of a stretch. This is a 3/7. So if we put it here, it's a 3/14. It's 14 power in the lane. If they play an Aurora, they win left, though, by 2. Whereas if I do this, and then this should be good. Maybe this is overcommitting left, but like, come on, it's fine. We go up to 26. So they get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they can only add like 10, right? If it's an Aurora play. Yeah, they're dead. W. Crag. He's a stat stick in this game. And he would have been, if we had a slightly different deck, he would have actually been a deck thinner. But we needed to make sure we actually drew the Ghost Rider because we didn't have another 4 in hand. Which makes me think we want... I wonder if... Let's look at this. Whoops. So my thought is, I think we want another 4. But I don't know what we would cut. Maybe we cut the Odin and run another 4. But I don't know. Maybe we cut Jubilee. Because Jubilee doesn't really feel great as a 4. And then let's look at the 4s. Ares and Jug were 2 that I had thought of. Jug didn't feel great, but I'm willing to give it another shot. It needs to be a 4 that's very good on the final turn. It could be a Stardust. That would be pretty funny. Maybe a Shang. Shang is probably good. You can Shang Star-Lord. You can Shang Xiao Lao Shenanigans sometimes. Let's start with Jug, and if Jug would be winning if it was Shang, we'll switch. I just played a whole match where I was covering the screen with my face cam because I forgot to switch the scene in OBS. Whoops. That's alright, though. This is a Pixel member. Nice. Alright, we've got the Corvus, which I don't think is a snap condition because Agatha's scary. That said, the Redshift definitely is. It's obviously you still get cooked by your bad matchups, so it's probably better to wait. But I find people leave when you Redshift your Agatha. because they're just scared, which, to be fair, valid. I would be too. So I just pre-snap redshift. Oh, we have a gambit for that. I think we just do it now. Actually, I guess we can wait a turn, and we can just Corvus. Because if we discard our... yeah, this is fine. Okay, so they are just playing, I think, probably Modok Hella. Which I can clog with, potentially this. I can also pretty realistically outpoint this, I believe. I guess I also can just Hella now. And I have a Juggernaut to deal with it. We are cooking. I think we want to Hella now, though. Boom. That's in the Odin lane, which is kind of diabolical. I could pull the two of them over. He could Hella here this turn, which is a little bit annoying. I would have preferred that not be an option he had. But if we do this, then next turn we can play Gambit Iron Man, so I think it's fine. Yeah, we should be good here. Let me just think if there's anything better. I don't think so. Invisible Woman and Sabanor, huh? Maybe it's some kind of zoo deck? Nope. I don't think so. Alright, so now we'd go for the Gambit Iron Man. Oh, we don't have enough points. I'm an idiot. Whatever, we win anyways. He killed our Ice Cube manually, which actually messed us up a little bit there. Okay. Let's get one more game on this. See, like, I feel like it's doing well. It's, once again, just a couple cards off. I don't know if it's either the Jug or the Jubilee, the Odin or the anything else. I don't know though, Odin feels so good. Maybe it's Grandmaster, but then Agatha just starts playing Grandmasters, which is like, that doesn't feel good. Also, we are cooking this game. We don't have a Legion, which is a little bit unfortunate because we would love to Legion Elysium. But we have Redshift on 1, discard Agatha, we are good. And a Null, now we're unshankable basically. They get our Gambit, but we're just gonna scale off the Null. Or they have our Corvus and they have no use for it. We could just chill for a turn. No reason to play too fast. Plenty of time here. Obviously, this is a, they could have Gambit, the new one, which is a little bit concerning, especially with the Deadlands, but I think we'll be fine. Corvus gives us the energy, so we can just play stuff early, like Null next turn. Also, I guess the Null bails us out of the Gambit stuff. I do wish we had a Sugi to disrupt them a little bit, but we should be able to Iron Man for points. That's not what you want to be copying in this matchup. Good discards. And I have, I believe, almost guaranteed thinning. Because if it's almost guaranteed. We could start with this, though, which is a good leader. Yeah, that's good. And then next turn we can just Iron Man in a side lane. And then we go crazy. We could also try to clog him with Juggernaut. but we'll wait for next turn. Actually, they're gonna get clogged anyways. I don't need to do it for them. There's the foam, which is a little bit unfortunate. Another consideration would be Blink in this deck, but I found I didn't like it. So here what we can do is play Iron Lad plus Jug. And Jug, Iron Lad, okay. Iron Lad re-triggers, obviously, if it's an Odin. If it's Krag, we just thin. Okay, so it's actually not guaranteed, but Lad now makes it... Oh, no. We can hold it, actually. It's fine. And we'll go like that. The other option would be just go like this. But I think we're good to win left next turn. Maybe it's actually Jug right points left. Let's see what they played. Bastion. Yeah, we should be fine. He's gonna play a bunch of gambits, but like, Foom isn't gonna die. Okay. The Lad won't. I think it'll be good. So we have Gambit, and then Lad. Foom solos his lane, and then I guess Kraglin for points. Plus then we have a Jug pushing into the lane. I don't know, actually. Kraglin middle, I guess. And then Lad there. The only issue is if Lad hits, we can't re-trigger this like if we get an Odin, which is a little bit annoying. I think the play is Gambit. Might as well put it here. Actually, no. We can do Gambit here. Iron Lad. I don't want to put it middle, though. And then Krag, right? Or we could do that. Okay. I think this is what I'm going to stick with. If we get the Odin, it is a little bit annoying. But I think it'll be fine. We weren't actually able to fully thin. And if this was a Jubilee, we would have been able to. So that's maybe a point for the Jubilee over the Juggernaut. Yep, there's the Odin. So we're going to have to rely on the Gambits hitting middle. That's the other thing. If I had a Howard in here, I know there's an 8-cost card they're printing soon that would function as a Howard. Please don't hit foam. You can hit Zombie Horde. Yeah, nice. That was going to get blown up anyways. So now we just hope the Gambits don't hit Iron Lad. That's the whole game. They might be mathematically impossible not to. Oh, hit Kraglin? Or, oh, saved. W Gambits. Yep, we were not favored there. I mean, actually, I think it was a 50-50. Well, not a 50-50, slightly less than a 50, or slightly more than a 50-50, rather. Because if we did hit Hela, we win pretty much every time. Especially with the Jug in the graveyard that could land right. Alright, let's get one more match. Once again, I missed one on the recording because I forgot to switch the scene in OBS, so I don't know if I said this, so sorry if I'm repeating it. But I saw a comment that said we should, or I should try making a video that shows the low rolls of the games. So like how to deal with really bad situations where you like don't draw Hela or you discard her with Ghost Rider. And I think I'm gonna try to make that video. It's just tricky because I have very limited editing. So I'm gonna have to like do it manually. Or practically rather. Such as like just running the deck without Hela or something like that. We give them this as well. I don't hate this. I wonder why they snapped. Maybe they just snap all the time. I'm a little concerned it's a Stardust snap because my name is I'm running Zola, so I'm just going to hold off on the snapback. Also because they have Hood and I'm giving them a Widow's Bite. If it is just a Nihilist for some reason, then that would be really annoying. I'm very aware of Shao because of the avatar. Plus Hood is like an actual Shao card. I guess I'm running Zola. Okay, they're playing a weird destroy deck. Early Crag lets us Zola. What do we get to do with that? We get to Zola right and then Odin it, I guess. Or like Iron Man and then Odin it. Or something like that. I think early Crag is worth here. Plus if it hits a discarder, we get points. And the Thin. Plus I just want him out of my hand so that I can draw. We lose the Jug, but we get the energy. Yeah, that's what I figured was going to happen to the Widow's Bite. I'm not very scared. I'm aware, but I'm not like scared here. I think we're good. Zola here feels like a really cool play. And then I can follow it up with an Iron Man and then a Hela, guaranteed. Well, not actually guaranteed this game though. Not fake guaranteed. I'm still holding off on the snap because I don't think he's going to respect the snap once I do it. That's my theory. I think I'll be able to get away with a late snap this game, so if they do something ridiculous, I'm not locked in with them. Zola on Redshift is funny. I just like that play. Ghost Rider right is also kind of a silly play. Because it could pull Odin. I mean, we have guaranteed Hela. I could just rip it. The other option would be something like this, which I also like a lot. Because I'm either going to play a 4-7 Hela or I'm going to play a 6-6 Hela next turn. And I'm getting back an Odin or an Agatha with a Foam. Foam solos his lane, more than likely. And then... The only thing is if I do this, and I play this... How many slots do we have? It's Hela plus 1, 2, 3, 4. That's actually the correct number of slots, so I think we are going to do this. And it's not possible to get a second 6. Obviously, if we discard Dormammu, that's annoying. But I'm hoping to hit Iron Man plus, like, Gambit. Or even Iron Man plus Ghost Rider. That's fine. Completely fine. Dormammu getting discarded is a little annoying because Foam isn't guaranteed anymore. But we just play Hela, and we have to consider the Odin landing right. It's a little bit of a concern. I think it's this. And then we have an Iron Man, a 6 with potential for Odin, and a 7 with potential for Foom. We're maximizing our chance that the Foom goes here. Obviously, leaving the slots open in case the Odin does. Although I will say if the Odin lands there immediately and it puts the rocks everywhere, I'm going to be a little bit pissed. I think we want to fill one of these slots. Maybe? Does that matter for an Iron Man? Because it goes to 4, 8, 9, 10, 20. No, it doesn't. In that case, maybe it's Hela middle. No, that doesn't put me over death. It might just be this. That way I'm guaranteed to beat middle, realistically. As long as it's not like null. I'm winning left, as long as he doesn't death over here. I think this is the play I'm going to go with. Okay, we win, no matter what. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're good. We almost won middle. That would have been wacky. I'm glad we ended up playing the rock and just guaranteeing the lane. I forgot to snap. Whoops. Well, that's Kragatha. Deck is actually good, which is hilarious because it's Kraglin. Alright, peace out.